Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. The video that you saw at the start of this is of a couple of young men from the dark side, wild sides. Their names are Jordan Jamar Sickhead. Them went for us see a next one named Dante. All of these youths play a vital part in a deadly war between dark side versus genocide. Some of them from Rumlane. I think the ones whose name is Jamar, he is from Rumlane. Top shotter. All of these youths are top shotter. All of them are now located in the Bronx, that is in New York, living the American dream. Now, people, when we see these youth, we know say they are there, more than likely hustling. They are there trying to come up with an intricate plan of how them can send back some sort of tool and start back the war or solidify the war that is between dark side and genocide. People, stay tuned. Like I said, them left from Jamaica, create chaos. They are now in America. You and I know that they are not going to get any sorts of corporate job. You and I know that they are going to be involved in all sorts of criminal activity. Luckily, they are no longer Jamaica's problem for right now. They are living in the land of opportunity. And you know, opportunists take opportunity. And more than likely, they are going to solidify. More than likely, they are going to be sending all sorts of tool in a Jamaica, just like the other knuckleheads before them, because they have that ghetto mentality, where it seems as if them hate, them love hate, them love war. They like hype, them like the badness. It is like an addiction that they can never let go until they are let go. Meaning that DEAD 6'6", but however, they are going to bring a couple of people with them. Unless, of course, they are stopped in their track. Unless, of course, the relevant authority gets a wind of them and gets a hold of them or monitor them before them broke out in America, in the Bronx, just like them broke out in Jamaica. Point blank and period. This one is called the JCF. You know that you screwed up. You know that you take away an innocent man. And you know that more than likely you lied. Well, not lied, half-truths. I am speaking about a 37-year-old fisherman known as Mr. Somerville that lives in a place known as Oxford. Oxford is in St. Mary. That lost his life Monday at about 8:20 or so, give or take a couple of minutes. Pretty much the mother, known as Julia Francis, government name, them call her Miss Handsome at her shop, known at the street like me say as Miss Handsome. Based on information, she said that the son came to drop off money, visit the mother. When he left, about 10 minutes after he left, she was at the shop. Two ladies walk in and say, "I hear son them take it down the road." The mother had no idea because she had just seen her son. Only to find out that the police take away her son. Based on what the police is saying, they pulled over two young men, included Mr. Somerville, on a bike, told them to stop. The men wheel and pop off, blaze up some can after them. Them return like our bigger fire after the smoke clear. Same old situation, people are deading. So people, I want you to listen to what Miss Francis has to say, Miss Handsome, as it pertains to her son and vowing for her son's innocence. And then I'll give my piece.
Two lady come in. Can me think I send my come back. Can me say like say ice cream, you know. And me see one of them come and say, "Sister Handsome, my pet name, Sister Handsome. Your son will come up here? Your son will come up here?" Me say, "Yes, he come. And then my baby money come give, so then gone." He said, "Me just here said the police then kill me you down there so." In here I'm not gone. Just in the cause bag strap with the money in here. Right? And my little daughter said to me, say, Mommy, oh, my daddy if he carry gun. And he not left here with none. And if daddy evil, he not carry no gun, and he not have none, my little daughter says so. So where they get gun from? For say, what have you? I need justice for him, right? And the truth will told when God already do the work. But just wait upon God. Cold-blooded. He was crying out for his life. Cold-blooded. And that hand that pulled the trigger, repent. I asked him to repent.
Now, people, based on information that I got from the street, and I am not vowing for anybody, this man is said to be a fisherman by trade. We know say you have a businessman, you have a fisherman. Some people live double life. But people in the street is vowing that this youth, him not have no gun, him not have no sort of criminal background, him friend that was on the bike with him, that person is not a criminal either. Chances are, if anything should go against him and his friend, is that when the police pull them over, them never stop. However, can't validate or verify. None of that. Based on what the police say, them stop the bike, the man them jump off and just wheel and pop off, blaze up can after them. Them take away one of them, the next one rush to the hospital, them find a tool. As to who them find a tool and or as to if they even found a tool, we don't know anything about that. So we hear what the mother office say. And sometimes when you listen to people, they are good liars. Sometimes you can hear genuine concern. You can hear genuine truth in person's voice, especially when that person that lost his life did not have a criminal background, is known to be a hard-working person, especially based on what we see as it pertains to the police. Yes, they've been doing a very good job. However, them script always sound cliche. It is always the same thing. Them pull over the car. The people them decide that they're not going to stop. Vice versa, bike the same thing. People wheel and pop off. Them take evasive action. Blaze up some can after the smoke clear. The people them get taken out. It seems as if the police, and we know that the police are given baskets to carry water, and we know that they operate under harsh condition, and we know that sometimes it is a spur of the moment, life and death decision. However, when you decide to be a police officer, you're not supposed to be the average civilian. Yes, you want to go home, and yes, your life matters. So you have to make decision, on-the-spot decision, whether that person is innocent or whether that person is guilty. So I say this to say that you cannot just have an open check or an open decision saying that you're going to deal with everybody the same way, criminal and innocent people. That means a criminal are going to lose them life, and justifiably so. Innocent persons are also going to lose their life. In our quest for justice and a better Jamaica and rid Jamaica of the criminal elements, we cannot find it very acceptable that innocent persons are also taken out in your quest to rid the people of the menaces to society. So it cannot be a casualty of war, collateral damage syndrome, meaning that innocent people have to go DEAD too. Because what it does, it leaves a stain. Imagine your son or you losing your life, and then you are labeled as a gunman, and you did not do anything wrong, all because the police decide, say, listen, we made a fatal error, thought we was doing a fatal shooting of a gunman. However, the man was innocent, and then you come up, you formulate a story and lie on that person. So not only that person lost his life or her life innocently, and then you try to frame them and cover up for yourself. People, this is happening way too often. And these police officers realize that they are going to get the backing of their squad, their superior, and also their prime minister, justice minister, any and everybody. Don't know if it is because of lawsuit, them afraid of lawsuit or what, but you cannot be taking out innocent people and then labeling them as criminal and claim say it was some sort of confrontation, shootout, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is obvious that the standards in our school have gone disintegrated to the abyss of hell. Everything as it pertains to traditional school, it has fallen drastically. And this is based on a school fight, a brawl that took place at the Knox College High School, in which it could be seen on the premises and then transition off of the premises into the streets of that school, in which a couple of youths, well, not a couple of youths, maybe about 10 to 20 youths were involved in a brawl. May I talk about kick, Mike Tyson, uppercut, MMA, jiu-jitsu, 2x4 board, all kind of stuff. Any and everything that you required as somebody that likes any sorts of confrontation was there. And 99.99% of the children that were there were cheering it on, encouraging it. Nobody could stop it. Nobody wanted it stopped. This video was for about 4 minutes, a couple of seconds short of 4 minutes. Mark you, maybe half of it was a fight, and the next one is people running to where there was a gathering of any sorts of kickoff. People, we saw that the school came out, meaning the relevant authority, teacher, dean of discipline, principal, Rete, came out and they made a statement in the media and they said, it is with terrible regrets that we have to associate this brawl with our school. This is not what our institution stand for. This is not what our students stand for. So people, what this tells you is that the standards, the new generation are different, because when you used to think about schools like Knox and Monroe College in the rural area, them, those used to be schools that are disciplined. Those used to be schools that have decent picnic. But with this transition of new generation, people under 30 or 40 having picnic, and then picnic having picnic, and with this TikTok generation, we see say everybody want to act as if a school is a penal institution rather than a learning institution. And we see say everything are broke out like sore. The influencers that are influencing our children are making them feel as if this confrontation, this brawl, this cussing, that is the way to go. That is the solution to everything. So we see that they are negatively influenced by social media, the dancehall, not the dancehall artists, not to say that they are role models, but the dancehall space pan a whole, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is becoming more and more obvious that this new generation, them refuse to work, them allergic to work. So they decide that the way to make a living is to prey on people, purses, and property. They decide that they were going to break into a ladies' shop bar, to be specific, take away our money, take away our liquor, take down our poker box. It was like a disaster when them finished. I am going to let you see the edited version, speeded up version of them breaking into the purses placed inside the people and business establishment. Then I am going to let you hear from the owner herself what she has to say, and then I'll give my piece. Take a listen, take a look.
All right, then Tuesday morning around 3:20 a.m. These where I call them now culprit or old thief them cut off the door to the cash pot shop, and then because them know say is a drywall, the place part of it with drywall, them dig out a section of that part and go through it and go in at the bar, take down the 4 boxes, all the top shelf liquors, and
all cigarettes, about 50,000 or more out of cigarette. Other things that me can't even talk on the media cause all the cigarettes, them, all of the top shelf, them take the TV from the cash pot shop. They but it look like time they didn't even catch up on them because they run left a case of rum at the back of the bar. They did not enter it from the front of the bar. They come through the fence around the back because of the cameras. So what they did, they park around the back and came through the fence, and that's where they did all of them galangins. They saw them do everything. Them even a 2 camera system and them cut off one. Them cut some and them turn some. But what they didn't realize was that there was a camera inside the bar. Because if you watch the video closely, you can see where them all look every minute in the camera, not knowing it's a camera. So what I want you to know is more you put it out there so people can see them teeth and boy and be careful of them. Because not only for my safety, but for other business people out there, we have to go be careful and look out our eye for them like a thief and boy because see it come down to summer now, them a work.
So people, you saw the video and you heard the voice note from the owner herself. Just imagine you put in your hard work and dedication, sacrifice, buy up stock, probably old people, don't know for sure. Sleepless nights, build your business, your clientele. Make sure so you get everything so that you can make a living for your family, for yourself, pay your bill, so you don't have to be any sorts of pestilence or menace to society, unlike the criminal elements. Them feel entitled. Them feel like them not supposed to work. Get up every day, crush out weed in them hand, drink Boom and Red Bull special, and then decide that them a go prowl in the night because this incident happened about 3 something going on to 4 crack of dawn in early morning. You build your business, take years, dedication, sacrifice. In a 3 minutes or so, because this video was about 4 minutes long, edited version, kind of speeded it up. Them coming like a hurricane, coming like a disaster, the amount of damage that they do. They are just for self, not thinking about the losses that this person suffer, not thinking about how this person have to build back, not only structural damage, damage to that person's ego, damage to that person's mentality. To know that all the hard work and dedication where them put in, it just gone in a couple of minutes by some low life that more than likely the mother and the father are scumbag. So like you hear the lady say, them disconnect, cut the camera wire, thought that they had disconnected everything because they were so casual inside, thinking that there was no camera in the sky, eyes in the sky. Unfortunately for them, there was, luckily. So I am sure that by me putting up the pictures like I am doing right now, people will recognize them. So therefore, if this is your son, this is your boy, well, if it's your boyfriend, more than likely you are the beneficiaries or are facilitating the FUCKRY. So you would not care. But me just say, any mother or care, well, more than likely the mother and the father are some scumbag too. Anybody that knows them, please send out the information to the police, call the nearest police station. Any legal firearm holder out there, anybody that believes in the Tarzan and Jane justice. Most importantly, any police that is out here, please, whenever you see these individuals, please put a couple of holes in their head. Make sure that they get the closed casket that they truly deserve for causing chaos and catastrophe, broken down people place and them ego and them mentality. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.